Hi guys. Today we have an update on Sniperwolf, and this is going to be a little ranty and a little bit of a complaining type video. Fair warning. I was afraid that YouTube was going to take this approach with Sniperwolf, and sure enough, it's exactly what they're doing. I really had hoped that YouTube was going to actually say, you know what, we need to do right by the YouTube community and show we need to show other creators that we are not going to protect Sniperwolf just because she is one of our big money makers. But at the end of the day, money, it always comes down to money. Who's making the most money, who's able to get the most advertisers, who's able to bring the most profits, like who can do the most for us as a company, and those people are oftentimes protected. I watched a video update last night from Kavos, and he has a really large channel here on YouTube. He does commentary type stuff as well. And he shared that somebody, I don't know if it was one of his followers or just somebody who he came across online, but they had contacted YouTube about this situation and how it's breaking community guidelines and putting people in harm's way. Even if we take out this side of the conversation of, okay, this is obviously against terms of service, I think of the real world implications that this has. You have JacksFilms and his wife. You know, his wife has a 9-to-5 job. She's now having to worry about, okay, when I leave for work, is somebody going to be outside? If I don't see somebody outside, are they waiting down the street and they're going to follow me to work? Are they going to follow me into my office? Are they going to find out where I work? Are they going to try to contact one of my work colleagues? Like, the ripple effect of what Sniperwolf did is so widespread in this situation. But if we want to stick to the rules, yes, she broke the rules. YouTube is taking the approach that this did not happen on YouTube. So they're basically going belly up and saying, okay, it didn't happen on YouTube, so we can't hold her to the YouTube standard. However, that is complete BS because, as Kavos mentioned in his video, YouTube in the past has taken action against creators that have done things off of their platform. Let's talk about James Charles. He got demonetized there for a while. Remember that? Obviously, not even comparing this to that, but as Kavos mentioned, R. Kelly. There have been other creators who have had channels and done things off the platform, and they've gotten demonetized or their channels taken down.
The creator reached out to YouTube to try and get some answers, and what they replied with is complete bullshit. So the real Sully G tweeted out, just talk to YouTube support, and wow, have they changed their approach. They are actively changing the rules to protect Sniperwolf. YouTube no longer cares about its creators. This is unacceptable. Hi, just have a quick community guidelines question. Sure, what is it? I'll do my best to help. Someone on YouTube has been making jokes about me. Am I allowed to drive to their house, post their address to my Instagram, and incite my followers to do the same, since I'd be doing it off platform? The response, regarding on the things that you will do outside YouTube platforms, I apologize, as I cannot provide any details, since YouTube is not allowed to meddle if it's outside of our scope. It will be up to your own discretion on what you will do to them outside YouTube's platform. It wouldn't necessarily be against TOS to do so. Yes, since it will be outside YouTube's scope. Wait a minute, what the fuck? Since it was outside YouTube's scope, they can't take action? Well, that's a complete and utter lie. And I'm going to show clear proof that YouTube does in fact meddle with outside platform stuff. Firstly, this tweet from YouTube themselves. As a YouTube creator, you should remain responsible both on and off the platform. If we see that a creator's on and or off platform behavior harms our users, community, employees, or ecosystem, we might take action to protect the community. That might is doing an awful lot of heavy lifting. Might, no, we all know YouTube have and will take action for off-platform behavior. That chat we just saw really seems like bending the rules for the Golden Girl. And also, YouTube absolutely have taken action for outside platform behavior. Now, these examples I'm using are so extreme. They are a million times worse than Sssniperwolf, but if YouTube is saying they can't take action outside of YouTube, that's a lie. Austin Jones, remember him, was terminated after he pled guilty to being a nonce. R. Kelly, we all know R. Kelly, what a piece of shit. He was terminated after he was convicted of trafficking. I might have to blur it, you can look it up. Everyone knows R. Kelly. Again, completely different stratosphere, but that's YouTube taking action for off-platform. Or recently, actually, Russell Brand, after his allegations, was demonetized, and in a statement, YouTube said, "We have suspended monetization on Russell Brand's channel for violating our creator responsibility policy. If a creator's off-platform behavior harms our users, employees, or ecosystem, we take action to protect the community." So where's action taken against Sssniperwolf for her violating your creator responsibility policy? We're not sure what this is here, but it's a complete lie.
I'm so frustrated on the behalf of JacksFilms and his wife in this situation, and that's why I continue to talk about it. I realize that some people might say, oh, well, you know, deplatforming her is taking it to an extreme. At a certain point, these platforms are going to have to set examples, because nobody should have to feel like, okay, if one person doesn't like me, they can go ahead and dox my address and threaten me, and nothing is going to be done by YouTube or by Instagram or by, you know, Twitter or TikTok or whatever. Things have to change, because if creators are going to be allowed to get away with this, the problem is going to get worse. The problem is going to repeat itself, and more people are going to be hurt. And I really worry that at some point in time, somebody is going to be hurt beyond repair. People take their online hatred offline and allow it to bubble over into just, they want to do the most egregious things to people that they deem a problem in their own mind. JacksFilms' wife, Erin, has made a statement that I want to share with you guys. She said, "I'm a regular human that works a normal 8 to 5 corporate job that happened to fall in love with a YouTuber. She might claim that she is coming after a, quote, bully, but she is actually stalking and doxing normal people with no power. I am an example of this. I beg you, what can you do to help us to keep us safe? In what universe do you think that this is okay? In what reality do you live where you think this behavior is justified?" YouTube also has a creator ethics kind of situation that they could also lean on in this. And if they want to say, oh, well, this didn't happen on YouTube, okay, but it still has to do with a creator literally doing something that should never be done. And it makes YouTube look very bad to allow this to happen and allow this to just, what? YouTube thinks it's just going to fade away. Like, I cannot believe that they are actually not doing anything in this. I cannot believe that they are just simply saying, oh, well, it happened on a different platform, so it's not our problem. They could do something if they wanted to, but they don't want to, because Sssniperwolf makes them a lot of money, and they are choosing to chase the money instead of chasing their own morals and chasing the opportunity to show creators that their safety matters, and they're not going to allow stuff like this to happen. But instead, they're choosing that filthy, disgusting, greasy dollar bill, just like so many other people choose, instead of their own ethics. I wanted to share this update with you guys. I'm just frustrated. I'm flabbergasted that this is happening. And again, I worry that it's going to happen again. I mean, JacksFilms and his wife, Erin, they are not safe right now. And they're just being told, like, oh well. On to the next thing. Life goes on. But when you're in a situation like that, life doesn't go on, because you're literally having to look over your shoulder every 5 seconds. And that is scary, and I would not wish that on my worst enemy. That sucks. We should all be allowed to make our own content, whether it's critical, whether it's, commentary, drama, makeup, cooking, video games. I don't care what you do. You should be able to make your content and not have to fear that somebody is standing outside of your home in sharing your house with their millions of followers or even hundreds of followers. It doesn't have to be a large creator for this to be a dangerous problem. And I will always stand on the side of you don't go real life, you don't dox people, you don't show up at their home. If you want to rant on your channel and say that someone is, the biggest idiot that you've ever come across, and you want to, rant on for 15 minutes about that, do that. You don't show up at their house. That is unhinged, unethical, disgusting behavior, and I will never stand for it. So I'm going to continue to make a big deal out of Sssniperwolf, and I'm going to continue to talk about this just like I talk about other things. But that's the update for today. Tell me how you guys feel down below. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.